Hello everyone, this is me in a world that I am playing around with, mostly just making stuff in a base. I have not done a lot of automation, so this is my world that I'm automating in. And first I'd like to show you the spawn I have. Oh, there's my lightning rod. I have a little lovely jungle here. I have my lovely house. And if you come over this way, oh, I planted some dark oak trees. They don't beautify the landscape, but whatever. We also have mesa, and since I have wandered around, I can inform you that there is jungle and mesa for miles and miles around this house. Out there is a fishing pond I still need to fill in. Here is my gorgeous house. I decided to make it very big. I have not really fully decorated inside yet. Really need to get on that. I do have my enchanting area, which I think of more as a book nook because I don't do much. And my lovely fireplace, my son's room with his parrot and his traditional pink bed, and my room where I tend to pick a color that goes with the area, so I have a brown bed, a brown cat, and another parrot. And we have out here, we also have the sheep, which have yet to be put in their automated shearing pens. So if we go downstairs, first we just have the storage basement, which will have more tools and things there. We have my lovely composter, in which I have gotten some compost ready. And we are going to go see what I have built. Here we have the lovely auto smelter that helps with XP. And if we come down here, down that way, I have my mine. And off this side, we have the rest of the base and all of the automation. So, I have a lot more space to still build here, and I'm nowhere near done. So the first room we come to is a lovely farm with a big train going there. It recently got emptied for bone meal. This makes pumpkins and melons. It was a major pain in the ass to build. It's a JZ Plays farm, and you have to be down there to place the pistons, and then you have to then be up above to place the observers, and he makes it look so easy flying around in creative. It is a pain in the butt in real life. The first half of it I planted first, then I built the second half later, and those pistons just slam down whenever anything could possibly be growing, including when it hasn't grown a pumpkin, it's just a growing stem. So this is a little bit of a noisy farm at first. Alright, down here we have the sugarcane room. Flip that on. And it's just slamming away. Come up here. Chop in the bone meal. And come down and watch the magic. Watch it just chomping away at the sugarcane there as fast as it can. Slowed only by lag, because this is not something you leave on when you're not here. And I have a little bit of stuff going on, and as you can see, it's already used up all the bone meal. I said off. Thank you. He wanted a double chest collection system. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe he throws in more bone meal at a time than I do. It basically doubles your bone meal into sugarcane, which is kind of entertaining. Over here, we have another farm room, where I have my farm combined with my bees, because they seem like a natural thing to combine. Because the water from the farm, from the bee farm, that helps collect the honeycomb, keeps the crops wet. So my bees there have their observers and their dispensers for shears, and they drop down lots of honeycomb, plus I also sort of stash farming stuff in this chest. Probably check on the shears and see how we're doing. We're fine. Check an older shear. So they could keep going for quite some time, and if I ever get a good source of string, we will have candles galore. Plus, hey, you know, I do prefer bee nests to beehives, so that's what I have going there. Over here we have a very non-automated room. It is my forest. As you can see, each of the birch trees also has a flower. That is where I'm getting my bees' nests. I want at least 2 more. And then I'm probably also going to have a separate collection system for honey. Also here we have what will eventually become a farm. We have my dripstone. I did not find any dripstone. A wandering trader helpfully came and delivered some to me. and buying 10 from him was just enough to get 2 going, and we're going to grow a little bit more and eventually get a bigger farm going. Because, of course, I need 4 to make the blocks, and you need the dripstone blocks to grow dripstone. Now we are coming to the main constructed farm. Let's go up topside first. I'm sure you will recognize exactly what this is. What might this be with that sound going on? Look, a giant water pit. Going to the edge of a drop chamber. So, needless to say, that is my iron farm. Come down here, we can pick up all the lovely iron. It's been rather productive. It's the first thing I built. The villagers are just up the river. It also gives me poppies for compost and a little bit of string for observers. But, as you can see, lots of iron here. Kind of the first thing you ever build, because they're relatively easy to build if you have 2 villagers. You give them composters, and beds, and you let them feed themselves up, and before you know it, you have a thriving village. I like to keep my villagers free range. Other people like to corral them up, but I find it fun to watch them at work. A double gate entry system for security. And here they are. We have some librarians, including my favorite guy over here. I should name him, he's so beautiful. He has mending and protection 3, which, you know, isn't the highest level, but it's not so bad. Eventually I'll be buying a lot from him. Over here we have 2 armorers. One has, strangely enough, and this just happened. Oh yeah, he has boots and chest plates, and his buddy has the other half. Helmets and pants. There we go. And then we have a toolsmith and a weaponsmith, giving me all the things I need in here, and some more librarians, most of which need to be leveled up. And then everything else in here is just job site blocks I pretty much found around the world. The only other person besides the farmers who take wheat and give me apples and pumpkin pie is we have a fisherman that I've started to level up, feeding it leftover fish. And those are mostly just sources for emeralds. Eventually this is going to be at least half library, because librarians are my favorite villagers. So we are almost done with the tour, but outside we have one more thing, which is not working as well as I had hoped, given all the work it took to build it. It's another one of those where you watch it in creative and you go, oh, that's an easy farm to make, and then you actually try to frickin' build it. And you kind of want to kill the videoer, because it's not that easy. So over here, we have, ta-da, my fish farm. It does not work anywhere near as fast as it should for a very sad reason. I thought I was here on the open ocean with all that beautiful kelp. This spot is actually mostly river, and I wanted it close enough so that maybe some fish would spawn while I was doing other things. Also, you see that one funky spot? Yeah, I placed a block wrong when building it, and so it doesn't work perfectly anymore, but happily it's just one little spot. So, if I creep up here, you can see that there is soul sand underneath there. Carefully built slanting water where you have to put down slabs and then break them all after placing your water. So the fish spawn in the bubbles and funnel to the magma blocks. And I had fun searching for a soul sand valley to make this. So, you don't want to fall in. Down here, where you can kind of see that I must be a river because of those beautiful squid. Oh, get down. And here I am in the chamber. You can see... Oh, I love this thing that I just didn't know. I'm one of these clueless Minecrafters. I didn't know you could use glass. That's so frickin' awesome. Anyhow, we have a tiny little bit of fish stuff. The nice thing about building this at a river is that I get ink sacks. So all the black ink you want. If you're a book writer, my son is going to be thrilled that we get free ink sacks in the fish farm. And I guess I'm selling salmon. The other purpose this is around is to create bones for bone meal. The hope is that it will run a little bit while I'm doing everything else, because I built it close to home. So I don't have to stand there AFKing. And then the other silly thing up here is my fishing pond, which will someday move to a better spot. Oh my goodness, a turtle's in my fish pond! That's adorable. Anyhow, there are 2 fish in the fish pond, which makes fishing efficient. You really only need 1, but I think 2 is cute. And it is the minimum size 2x3, 3x3x2, and it gives me lots of gorgeous things. That is all I have built so far. I've definitely got to get a kelp farm going. Unfortunately, zero-tick kelp farms seem to be a thing of the past. And it just sort of seems silly with all that kelp out there that just kind of grows and you just have to swim around and grab it. So I'm going to get a kelp farm going. I have decided not to do a bamboo farm because why bother? And I think I've also sort of decided not to do a cactus farm because, again, why bother? But I will eventually get a dripstone farm going and a kelp farm going. And then I will get some non-peaceful stuff going. Right now we're sticking around in peaceful mode just for the fun. Actually, I think I should probably build a turtle farm up here, since I have some turtles that seem to come around and swim. Anyhow, that is my base for now. And if anyone wants to see the building of any of these farms, most of the farms are either my own design. The iron farm, I have created my own version of the same thing everyone does, just to keep the village laid out the way I like it underneath. That's pretty much the only unique thing I've done with it. And other than that, a lot of the farms are JZ Plays farms. The only thing is, I would happily show you the video of how they're made in survival, because I must say it is nowhere near as fun and easy as it looks like when somebody's flying around. Like breaking all those lovely slabs in that fish farm. Someday I'll do a video where I'll do the way he does it, the way it really is. Anyhow, it looks like it's evening time, so I will say goodnight and let you all go on to your days.